Welcome, friends, to day 28 of our 31-day Feel Good Yoga series. Today we have a slower paced yoga practice to support us in opening the heart, stretching the back body, and releasing the hips and the lower back. We'll get started in Child's Pose Balasana. Allow yourself to settle in, to reconnect, and begin to slow down your breath. Maybe that means increasing the space and the pause between each inhalation and each exhalation. And notice the relationship between slowing down your breath and the tempo and the intensity of your thoughts. You might become aware that when we slow down our breath, so too do our thoughts begin to slow. We begin to notice the spaciousness that exists between seemingly inseparable thoughts. As we journey throughout this practice together, continue to return to that spaciousness between breaths. Return to the spaciousness that exists between your thoughts. On your next breath, let's rise onto all fours, Bamanasana. On your inhalation, arch your back, open up your heart, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, separate your shoulder blades, cat pose. Twice more at your own tempo. Return to tabletop. On your inhalation, raise your left arm, gaze up. Exhale, thread the needle. Maybe you find a half bind, or if you like, you can keep your right palm on the earth. Welcoming an element of spaciousness into the upper body as you continue to relax your face and your throat. If you had your hand behind your back, gently return your right palm to the earth. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, raise your right arm, gaze up. Exhale, thread the needle. Coming into your expression, settling in. And noticing the breath traveling throughout your body in this posture. Return your left palm to the earth. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, tabletop. Walk your arms out in front, lower the torso down. Maybe your head reaches the earth, maybe it doesn't. Puppy pose, Uttan Shishusana. Feel the length of your spine and a gentle opening for your heart and your armpits. If you'd like this to be a more active stretch, you can keep your forearms elevated off the mat, as well as thinking about guiding the lower abdomen towards the spine with each exhalation. This small intention will support us in engaging the deep core muscles so that we can protect the back body. Continue to breathe with fluidity. On your next breath, lift the torso, walk your hands back towards you. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If it feels right, you can rest here. Or if you prefer, you can invite some gentle or perhaps dynamic movements into this posture. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees down. Cross your legs. Shift forward slightly towards the top of your mat. Lengthen your legs out in front and we'll come into a supported fish pose. So lowering onto your forearms, keeping your elbows beneath your shoulders. Begin to lift your heart, arch your back. Maybe you gaze back or maybe you gaze up. If you're gazing upwards, keep a slight activation along the front side of your neck to support us in releasing any strain from the back of the neck. Continue to press into your forearms to help you lift the upper body. On your next breath, lift the torso. Maybe roll the shoulders back. We can scoot forwards even more. And let's come to lie down on our backs. Feel the connection between your body and the surface beneath you. When we're lying down, we're provided with great feedback to feel where it is we hold tension along the back body. So see if you can soften into these noticeable regions. You're welcome to stay here, or if you like, guide your knees in towards your chest, lengthen your legs skywards, keeping a soft bend, waterfall pose. This is our modification, or we'll come into plow pose, so rebend your knees. Use core strength and momentum, maybe the support of your arms as well, to help lift your pelvis skywards. Begin to straighten your legs overhead. Maybe the toes touch the earth, maybe they don't. You're welcome to keep your arms on your lower back for support. Or if you're quite comfortable here, feel free to relax your arms on the mat. Maybe you choose to interlace your fingers together. And keep aligning your pelvis atop of your shoulders as we get deep into the upper back, as well as a stretch for the neck. Notice if you're clenching your face, your throat, or your jaw. See if you can soften these regions. Whether you choose to keep your eyes opened or closed, continue to keep your head in alignment with the sky rather than turning left or right. This will support the neck and support an easier breath throughout this posture. You're welcome to find another modification of plow pose, halasana. If you'd like to come into ear pressure pose, you can bend your knees on either side of your head, pointing your toes, resting your shins and the tops of your feet on the earth. You might notice that this considerably deepens the stretch for the back body. Know that you can come out of the inversion at any moment, or if you like, we'll come into our shoulder stand or our candle pose. If you had your knees bent, re-straighten your legs. On your next breath, lift your left leg using the strength of your left glutes. Engage your left thigh muscle, point your toes, feel your limb reaching skywards. Inhale to lengthen your leg a little more. Exhale to mindfully lower the leg, return your toes to the earth. Inhale, lift your right leg, engage your right glutes, point your toes. Keep the pelvis stable. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale to return your foot to the earth. You can continue with this one leg at a time. Maybe you stay in plow pose. Or on your next exhalation, engage your core muscles. Lift both legs simultaneously. Continuing to stack your ankles atop of your knees, atop of your hips, atop of your shoulders. Creating one long line of energy. Pointing your toes skywards, feeling your body almost lift up off the ground. Finding that engagement along the front side of the body with the support of your core and your quads, and along the back edge of your body with your glutes. As well as the front and the back body, we want to draw everything into the midline, so squeezing the inner seams of your thighs and your legs together as well. Inhale. Exhale, mindfully return to plow pose. Lower the legs with intention, with awareness. If you were in the arm bind, release your arm bind and use the support of your core muscles to slowly lower the spine and the pelvis onto the mat. You can hug your knees into the chest, maybe sway from side to side once or twice. Either staying here or we'll come into happy baby Ananda Balasana, bending your knees towards your armpits, towards the earth, catching a hold of your feet, your ankles, or your big toes, and either finding movement or stillness here. Continue to press your lower back and your sacrum down towards the earth as you guide each breath down to the lower belly and to the pelvic bowl. Gently release from happy baby. Lower your left foot onto the earth, cross your right knee atop of your left. Cactus your arms at shoulder height. From here, press into your left foot, lift the pelvis. Shift your pelvis over to the right edge of your mat. Lower the hips back down. Inhale. Exhale, lower your legs to the left. Spinal twist. So just to recap what we've just done, we've moved our hips to the right, and then we've lowered our legs to the left. For a gentler modification, you're welcome to lengthen your left leg onto the mat. Notice where you feel sensation. Notice where you feel the breath. Offer yourself one more breath in this spinal twist. Gently uncross your legs, reposition the pelvis to the center of the mat. From here, cross your left leg atop of your right. Lift the pelvis, shift your hips over to the left. Inhale. And on your exhalation, mindfully lower your legs to the right, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Breathe. One more breath in your spinal twist. Mindfully uncross your legs, reposition the pelvis. From here, join the soles of your feet together, allow your knees to splay wide. Maybe you release the arms the length of the body, or if you like, rest one palm on your belly and the other atop of your heart. Supine bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Close your eyes and allow yourself to completely soften. On your inhalation, raise your arms. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms to your heart. Prayer pose. Go ahead and close your eyes. And take a moment to silently thank yourself for your presence, for your energy, and for your loving commitment to nurturing your well-being. And we'll close practice with the mantra Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you so much, friends, for joining us for day 28. I would love to know how you're getting along with this series. Leave a comment down below, share how you are feeling. If this class resonated with you, feel free to share it with a loved one as well. And I'll see you tomorrow on the mat for day 29.